Good morning. Welcome to Banter with Richie B Live.
Somewhere beyond the beaten path, beyond the whispers in the woods and the stories around the fire, lurks one of the greatest mysteries of our time: Bigfoot. For decades, legends have echoed through the forests, footprints left behind, sightings that defy logic, and questions that demand answers. But this isn't just folklore. This is a call to investigate, to explore, and to uncover the truth. Banter with Richie B isn't just another show. It's a community, a movement, a hub for genuine research, real conversations, and boots-on-the-ground discovery. Every episode dives deep into evidence, expert interviews, field investigations, and the drive to seek what others say is impossible. If you believe in asking questions, if you're ready to get your boots dirty, and if you think the unknown deserves more than just a passing glance, then follow Banter with Richie B. Stay informed, stay sharp, and maybe, just maybe, be the one who finds the truth hiding in the trees.
I love you, baby Jack. I want you guys to keep climbing. I love you, Mama. Wojo's gonna get us out of here because that's what he does.
That's right. Nice meeting you all. Thank you for being on here. And yes, we are home of the phone. Let's go.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Of course, it would not be Banter with Richie B without overpaying for the best internet in the world and having a direct Ethernet connect without some kind of technical difficulty. So now I don't even know if I'm on the same link. Did you guys click the same link to get in here? Because I have no idea. Everything went kaboom. I had to shut everything off, restart everything. Dude, you know. Am I on the same link that I posted on YouTube? That you can just click on it and come in, or is it a different link? Do I have to go back and delete the other one? Because everything, like I said, just went kaboom. You'd think I was out in the fucking woods. Good Lord, man. Holy Jesus. All right. So, all right, good. So then it just kicked in once I had to reboot the computer, unplug the tower for the internet, plug it back in. So stupid, man. So frustrated. I'm going to have a coconut bar. There we go. That helps. I'll be right with you guys. This is my Husa. I like coconut bars. Like Almond Joys have nuts. Mounds don't. I like Mounds. All right. Good. All right. I'm good now. I'm good. Hey, Kelly. Who's Kelly? Oh, there's Kelly Porter. Hey, let's get Wojo right in here because we got a lot to talk about. I want to welcome everybody to Banter Richie B Live. We got a quick Thursday night update coming your way. Wojo and I will go over it. No matter when we do updates, whatever. Dark Realm TV, Media Squatch, H-Low Outdoors. You know that's the truth. Let's go, baby. Let's go. You seen us on that other shitty thing, and then now we're going to be on Amazon Prime. We are rolling. We are climbing. Everybody's coming with us, God damn it. Hell yeah. Well, we're going to go over some things, right? As we say in the Italian family, hey, I got to talk to you about a couple 2-3 things. That's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about a couple 2-3 things. And we're going to give you a little insight. The show Saturday, I wasn't really pushing the show on Saturday because I wasn't sure if I was going to do one because we have a lot of changes going on. So, all good, all good. Let's get Wojo. Is Wojo there? What's he doing? He's up to something. He's up to no good. And there he is. I see you.
Hey, are we on?
Oh, my God.
No, I got kicked out earlier.
I know. The whole thing blew up.
Boom! Oh, sorry. Sorry, everybody. Happy Thirsty Thursday.
Home of the boom.
That's right.
Home of the boom.
The boom.
Let's say hi to everybody. Let's get right to it. Wojo got kicked too, by the way. That's how bad it was. Usually people could stay in the studio. No, not that time. He was talking and it was going, and I'm like, what in the is going on? You know
It's right here, and it hurts.
what?
I got kicked out.
Oh, you
It's
got,
so funny.
yeah, you got tossed.
I got tossed.
Sparky, first one in. What's up, Sparky? Big Andy, Big Sideways Andy. What's up, Big Sideways Andy? We got our boy. They said hi to Tyler, but I didn't. Oh, there he is. Not a show, a community. Correct. What's up, Tyler? Dizzle hoots into hizzy. What's up, Dizzle? Hers started with an ad. Sorry about that. There's no going backwards now. We're headed up. We're headed up. And I guess ads are part of that. Sorry.
Yeah, we're backwards. We're sideways. We're everywhere.
That's right.
Yeah, I was sideways the whole 3 hours that we're out in the woods.
I could see it. He goes, I was a better researcher than Richie B and Wojo. I could see around corners. I was peeking around trees.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Mary Newbert, love you, girl. I always say love you to Mary.
Hey, Mary.
Let's see. And then we have a distinct pleasure out of the woods of New Hampshire. Kelly Porter from the New Hampshire Bigfoot Society, folks. If you're not on their Facebook page, you're slow or you don't care and you're mean. How's that? Pretty good?
Are you talking about Kelly or are you talking about...
No, I'm talking about anybody that didn't join the damn New Hampshire Bigfoot Society area.
Sorry, Kelly. I thought you were talking about you.
Do you know who his sidekick is?
The one and the only.
Yeah.
MC Hammer himself.
As everybody calls him, Mike Tingsley. Every time I talk to somebody, there's a fucking G in his name. It's funny. They're like, hey, do you know Mike Tingsley?
What's your name, Mike? Tingsley.
All right, let's see. All right, everybody's here. Everybody's talking. Just Eve Adventures, our friend across the pond. New Hampshire Bigfoot. What's going on here? Is this we just said something about New Hampshire Bigfoot. Is this totally separate, right? You're not New Hampshire Bigfoot Society, right? Kelly, that's not you. Is that ting? No, I'm just kidding. I think they have a whole name. That looks like a different name. What's up, New Hampshire Bigfoot? Whoever you might be.
Yeah. Hello, lovely Eve.
Kelly Porter goes, nailed it.
Yeah, nailed it.
Tansi, Elda, how are you, my dear? Pleasure. All right, so we're gonna hit on a few things. I want to start with the show Saturday. You know, I don't see a lot of people in here, but the people that matter are here, and that's all I care about. So, the show, is that your phone making that noise?
No, it was a large truck that just drove by.
Nah, there's like a squeaking, like you're rubbing a microphone. Is it me? Because now that I'm in Restream, I have to be over here for people to hear me. But when I go to the OBS, like Sparky was right, I just scream at everybody. It was amazing, right? You got another ad? Nope, I'm the one and only. All those are imposters. Ouch.
If there's more Kelly Porters, we're in trouble.
Yeah, well, welcome, New Hampshire Bigfoot. We want to introduce you to the OG from New Hampshire Bigfoot Society, the one, the only, Kelly Porter. Kelly, meet the New Hampshire Bigfoot. New Hampshire Bigfoot, meet the New Hampshire Bigfoot Society. You guys obviously should be friends and share information and not gatekeep. Love one another.
Yep.
What's that say? Run on your brother right now. Yeah, that's it. All right. Yeah, can you hear that feedback? I don't know if it's. Let me check my connections. Yeah, it's a weird type of feedback. Let me mute you for a minute.
Yeah,
just to check, see if it's your phone. Hello, check 1 2 check. Check 1 2 check. I think we found our culprit. It's not Richie this time. Copy that over. You can shake your head no all you want. There's no more feedback. He's shaking his head like, oh, what are you talking about? It wasn't me. Right? You have your phone leaning on a shelf and the shelf is wiggling? Is the dog wagging his tail and hitting the shelf? I mean, you know. Did you guys see him shake his head? No. Yeah, right. Exactly. It's perfect now. I say, oh, we found the company. He goes, oh, not me. Oh no, it's you, bro. Watch. Let's go. Let's see. Say, oh, there it is again. Hello.
Shut up, dog.
Is there an echo of me coming through your phone? Oh,
No.
you don't have earplugs.
No, I don't hear like any echoes or nothing. I mean, the
Yeah,
dog.
well, yeah, you wouldn't hear it because you. Fuck me, dude.
Can I have a mouse?
No. I have to have some
Oh,
coconut.
actually, mouse.
Coconut and chocolate. Coconut and chocolate. Just give me a second.
Have a zinger.
Frustrating. I hate technology. Hi, Steve Leon. How are you, man?
Hey, Steve. Welcome.
Where's Tim? I don't see Tim. Where's Tim? He said, hi, Tim. Did everybody see Tim?
No,
I don't see no Tim. All right, I'm gonna leave another bite of coconut and chocolate right here. So when I get irritated, I'm gonna have some. So when I pick up the coconut and chocolate, don't keep talking. You know, it's getting near 6. The meds are wearing off. I don't see Tim Vogel anywhere. There he is. He's on Facebook right here now. But when he said hi, Tim, he says, hey, Tim, and I don't see him at all.
Yeah.
What are we delayed? I know we're delayed, but I'm not talking about IQ.
I'm delayed. Mr. Italiano.
Yeah, I didn't. All right. Shoot. All right, let me So the show on Saturday, pay attention. Now we even have less people in here because they left because all your feedback.
Hey, Eric.
Oh, I heard the Vogels were hanging out with rubbing elbows with big time famous people these days. Did you hear that too?
Yeah, they're out with Ronnie, Rockin' Ronnie.
Friends, yeah, Ronnie LeBlanc. Do you notice how Ronnie has made contact with all of my friends except me? Home of the loser. Boom. Isn't that funny? That's funny. No, I don't know what festival they're going to be at. Yeah, we know he's an amazing fire builder. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to get into that again. You know what I mean?
We need another.
Oh, he says Mike. Oh, from the Big Red Eye.
Mike.
Where's that at? Because if that's the case, I got something I got to tell you guys. You remember that message, Wojo? From you know who to Mike Fema, I can never say his name. The Big Red Eye.
Filmalot.
I said when you come to our area, let us know. We'll make sure you're all right. I don't know if you know about that, the Vogels. Is that a big advertising? Like it's got to be if he's there, right? Wow, you guys are up on the Big Red Eyes level. Wow. So you're not on the Ronnie LeBlanc level. You're on the Big Red Eye level. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, let us know what the festival is. I'd like, not that I'm going to come and support you or anything, but I could at least put it up on the podcast. I can't get out. I want to get over there before the snow falls.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool to go with those two yahoos and have you build us a nice, warm, sexy fire?
And then I'll show up and like ready to go, and then all of a sudden, oh, I forgot a lighter. Yeah.
What's not sure to be why? Tell me about the showing in the front of the names. Oh, I don't see that. Yeah, see, I think every time I talk, for some reason it's echoing through your phone because it doesn't seem to be doing it. What's up, man?
Yeah.
All right, so Saturday night, 6 p.m. It could be a little rowdy around here. I don't know. I could be on my own with the two youngest, but they're fine with me. They'll just sit in the other room and watch TV, or they'll run around the studio and cause chaos. So I wasn't sure we were having a show because we have a lot of big stuff coming up. But we uncovered something yesterday that is very, and the people in the Messenger, the Super Top Secret Banter with Richie Live Friends Messenger group know kind of, what we uncovered. And what we uncovered was something through my old evidence from 6 years ago that my phone didn't have the technology 6 years ago to do what it did for me yesterday. Why I just so happened to stop at Wojo's because I was washing a house next door. Yeah, that echo is killer, dude. You got a headset? You don't have headphones, headset, earbuds?
I think it works.
Yeah, it sucks, right, Tim? I fucking can't even focus. Is your volume too high? That's what Kelly's saying.
I lowered it, but
yeah, I think you just need. I think you need a. Don't put the one on with the friggin' antenna. Well, yeah, I can do that. I just, I got things to do besides worried about what he's doing.
How's that? Is that better?
Check 1259er. Check 1259er. I'm not wearing any pants. Come on back now, Big Daddy.
Jeez. Oh my God, I think I like it better on you with the speaker.
All right, no, that looks good. I like that. It looks like you have an assistants doing one of those audio books. Yeah, you're in the back of the library. You know what I mean? And you're doing that thing.
Yeah, Richie's loud.
Yeah. Oh, boots on the ground. I'll tell you that. Yeah, you're right. I thought Sam was going to send you that. So anyway, all right, that's good. I knew it was just a matter of earphones. I mean, but why listen to me? What do I know? Oh yeah. Wojo, you know what I named that episode Saturday?
What?
So the name of the episode Saturday is validation. That's it. That's one word. Validation. So, last one, I swear. All right, yeah, whatever you suggest, dude. You're badass, kick-ass. Yes, and yes. Yes, Sam, yes. Go get ready for the wedding. Perfect. Yep, love it. Perfect. Yep. Sorry, guys. Sam's got a lot of things. She's getting ready for her friend's big day on the wedding where she's like the maid of honor and did that video and everything. So anyways, hanging out with Mike. Yeah. So, you're squatching with him. Yeah. So I'm going to talk to you guys about that because if there's a festival, I want to talk. But yeah, we reached out to him about that, about some things, two, three things. He did that Bridgewater library a year ago or something, and I reached out to him and I asked him how many people he had, and because I was curious because the library's not far from my research area, and he was like 60 something people came, so that was cool. Plus, I was planning my own library tour and wanted to get a feels for things. So the name of the show Saturday is Validation. We were going through some of my old footage where we had a very big. I can still hear an echo. Can you hear? Maybe if I. Usually I could talk all the time, but I can hear my own voice. I hate technology. You know that?
Nothing's changed.
No, you're fine now. It did help a lot. But I'm still hearing an echo.
Maybe it's too close to the microphone. I don't know. You sound good. I mean, don't worry about it.
Yeah, but you can mute your phone, right? And then have your headphones pick it up. Oh, it's just me? Oh, well, who gives a shit then? I don't know. Max request Clash Royale for free. Yeah, sure. I'm on a live. Leave me alone. Fuck, dude. So we uncovered stuff. We went through this footage, this big incident it's part of my story. It's the very beginning of me actually being a researcher. It's not about a guy who owned property, heard things for years, didn't say anything on top of that for years, and to anybody because he thought he was going nuts, and then got catapulted into the researcher's role. And the reason why I got catapulted in this researcher's role was because of this very big incident. And we have new evidence from that footage with the technology, new technology from the phones. I just so happened to be washing a street over from Wojo, and I just happened to stop by. I recognized the street sign. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. I'm in his neighborhood. I know the neighborhood. I just wasn't sure where the street was. And I'm like, oh, shit. So I went down there, and his roommate, Darren, one of the boots on the ground guys, who's actually going to be moving soon, happened to be cooking some lamb and some potatoes, but cut up thin like chips, but not fried like chips, soft and spicy.
Good stuff.
I got 3 lamb chops. I called home and said, honey, I'm going to be late for dinner. See you around midnight. I'm just kidding. What's up? You want my phone to approve that?
Is that what I heard you?
Yeah, he's approving something.
I didn't.
Why? What do you?
I didn't know you.
I don't know the password. It's all reset, remember? Yeah, I don't know anything about it. That's why people keep sending me that, and I don't answer. I'm on a live. I'm very important. So I went in there, anyways, we had some dinner and, we're talking, and then we started talking Bigfoot, of course. And I was showing some evidence to Darren, some of my older evidence that, he didn't know about. And I looked down and I saw this video and I went, oh yeah, let me check that out. And then all of a sudden this whole new bottom appeared because, like I just said, I had a complete update on the phone and I had all these different things I could do to pictures and videos. And I went, oh my God. And then Wojo comes over with the Super Samsung with the camera and he starts doing his thing. And it just kind of kept building and building and building till we were frozen. And last night I come home and I do a screen recording, and then you can make a slideshow. Well, it makes its own slideshow from the screen recording. And it just blew me off the chair, dude. I was just blown away. There it was. There it is. There it is. Anyways, so come to the show Saturday night. You're going to see that. I'm going to have that footage, the original, at least the 24-second version, a clipped part of the original, the part that matters. And then I'm going to show you the updated version of what happened and how we found it and all that. And for me, I got to be honest. I don't want to be corny or cheesy, but I said this to Wojo and Darren. That's emotional for me, man, because I had so many parts there that were explainable as I had some physical sense of evidence, but part of it, most of it was my event that I experienced. And this kind of just ties it all in. So that's why the show's called Validation, without giving out too much, Wojo.
No. But what I said to you was, when you look at the video and you look back that while ago, and when you came over here and we saw what we saw, and now tell me how you feel. Try to get it in one word. And you just said validation. And I go, that's the name of the show. I'm not trying to take credit for it, even though I should. But
you usually try to take credit anyway, so I'm used to it. Go ahead.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But already
the favorite, and then fucking pouring it on. I appreciate it, bro. Good looking out for the fucking broke ass motherfucker nobody likes. Appreciate it. That's fine. I'm used to it. Whatever.
I kind of like that broke ass. What's up, broke ass?
What's up, What's up, cornbread mofo and broke ass in the house?
I will say this. I had a hard time sleeping, and I was so happy for him and for, me and Darren just doing the researching, that we all just stood there like blown away. So, like Richie says, without saying too much, I will tell you this. You have to show up tomorrow because this is good stuff, and take it from there. Saturday. I'm sorry. I feel like today's Friday.
Fair point. It does feel like Friday all of a sudden. I want to say hello to Curious Cryptid. The Vogels, I'll be more interested in hearing about that. Remember that? Don't forget me. Maybe we can talk to you after we do this live. Very important, actually. You remember what I'm talking about, right, Woj?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't want them being around anything if they're not aware.
Right.
Because nobody messes with the Vogel boys. Okay? They can handle themselves. But I'm bored. And I got a soft spot for them fellas. You know what I'm saying? I know one day Tim, when he grows up, is going to hug me. One day I'm going to get a hug from Tim. I can feel it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I've been running that banner for weeks, man. Pay attention, Sparkles. I got you, boo. It's what we do. We'll call later. Yeah, I know. I've heard this before. When I asked that girl to the prom that time, yeah, she never called either, so that's okay.
Do you want to come?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, will you be my prom date? Yeah, let me get back to you on that. Yeah, I think it was exactly as Vogel wrote it. Yeah, we'll call you later. And I'm like, she said will.
It sounds like more than one involved. Will.
Yeah, well, yeah, but yeah, she's got, okay, cool, threesome. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. And then you just find out she's just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
D Hooch yelling, I hate ads.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, man. I mean, this is why we supported each other, right? Isn't this the climb? You got to kick in that $3.99 for YouTube Prime. That's what they're telling you.
Bye, cornbread. Mofo.
Cornbread, you leaving? Cornbread, what you buying for the wedding, though? You at the dollar store? What's going on?
Are you buying like one of those like speeches? Like, what
are you doing?
Because
I actually do need that back. Like, because I uploaded something. I need to check and make sure it uploaded. Because I had a catastrophic failure here. Yeah.
a what?
Catastrophic failure.
Oh, I thought you were talking.
No, you were here in the beginning. We were sitting here talking, and everything started glitching and flicking. And then it all that went dead. I had to like reboot that. I had to reboot everything. Oh, you know what else happened? I went into our bedroom. The lights weren't on, so So I went to turn on my phone flashlight, and as soon as I went to turn on the phone flashlight, the light above me on the ceiling went boop, and came on right above me. I'm electric. Boogie woogie woogie. Yeah, true story. That's true. Something's going on. I think I'm carrying some
whiskey sours for tomorrow. There, Tyler. Believe me.
Oh yeah, she'll be whiskey.
She's
sours.
going for the pitcher.
Yeah. Tomorrow's rehearsal though. She's got to pay attention for rehearsal.
Oh shit! I mean, I get bombed at
yeah, but you're not a bridesmaid. You know what I mean? You're not the maid of honor. Or, the boss.
Excuse me. How do you know that?
Oh, I'm very judgmental. I told you that's what it was. Okay. What we do? You're doing the electric slide. Get out of my studio. Get out of my studio.
Bye, Sam. For the 5th time. Love you, mofo.
Love you, cornbread mofo. So, all right. So tomorrow night, not just that with the video. Not just that with the video. The video is huge. Oh,
there's more.
But wait, there's more. We have some huge breaking news about this very podcast. Huge
breaking news.
And I'm not even gonna tease or lead. I'm just gonna tell you that's it. That's where it stops. I guess that's kind of a tease, but I'm not giving you any more information. You have to be nobody even in the messenger knows this. Not even our closest ones know what I'm gonna tell you come Saturday night. You're gonna want to be here because it's gonna be important to you. Trust me on this. Okay? Gonna be important, especially the people in the messenger. And D-Hoo and the people that are regularly supporting us. You're going to want to be here. Even you guys that pop in and out, Vogel, Porter, stuff like that, right? New Hampshire Bigfoot, if you're new here, I'm telling you, Curious Cryptid, pay attention. Miriam Newbert, all you guys, Sparky, everybody. Sparky don't know. No, only ones that know are the ones on the podcast team. Saturday night, when I wasn't going to have a show because of all the chaos that was going on, suddenly, it's going to be one of the most important shows that I've ever had. Period. End of discussion.
Yeah, end of discussion. Boom! That's what we say.
Yep, that's a fact. So now let's get to what D-Hoo asked about her little heart experiment that she did. All right, what are we doing here? People going through my shit. Let's see.
Hey, Gene. Great to see you on here.
Gene Tewksbury. I saw Sonny come in, too. We haven't seen Sonny in a while. Hope everything's well.
No, Sonny's been busy.
Yeah, no, I'm not pressuring. I'm just talking. So D-Hoo, there was one. Remember we had like almost 11,000 hearts that time? Well, we've had 2 times since then. So the next time after that 10,800 one, there was 16,700 hearts. You guys press the hot button. 16. Are you guys pressing the like button right now, by the way? And any hype button that you can find, press. Right? Any hype button you can find, press. Anything at all. Anything. Gene's got a secret. Oh, cool. You ratting on Gene? Quite. I'll have Gene come on the show. And then after that one, you outdid yourselves again at 17,400 hearts during one live event.
That's
16,007 and then 17,004. A total reaction. Chat messages were on that one were 500. And the total for reactions, reactions and chat combined were 18,314. Isn't that awesome?
That's fantastic. I mean,
she'll tell us when she can. All right, so Tim's out hanging out with big people now, and knowing secrets about Gene Tewksbury that we're getting left out. You know that, right? You feel this, right?
I don't know. Is it a
we haven't had a
Victoria's
meeting.
Secret?
We haven't had a New England meeting. A Victoria's Secret. We haven't had a. We haven't had
Sorry,
a.
Rich, go ahead.
No. We haven't had a New England researchers meeting in a while, and we should have that.
Yeah,
we should have that, and we should invite the New Hampshire boys in on it.
Absolutely. I mean,
get the screen out, have the Vogels, have Gene, have Porter, have Tingsley, right? Andy in Connecticut, because he's a researcher, right? And he's in Connecticut, right? Get him on here. And you got Denny up in Northern Mass Pod. Just get everybody in here and just talk New England right now. Just New England Bigfoot stories, man. Right? We need to do that. We need to make a plan for that. I will put out a date for you guys. I'll reach out to you. I think we already had a messenger up anyways. Those things kind of suck, but I get so many of them, and it's so irritating. But they're not like the text ones that I had for softball this year. When we won the chippity shippity right here. Oh, yeah. Old guy got a championship again. Guy's on a roll, baby. Playing like a dog. Anyways, you guys still here? Yeah. Well, we could have a round table show. Oh, yeah, Gene? I feel like I'm being left out. Because your husband already told me your secret. No, I'm just kidding. No. That'd be a lot. I think that'd be very informational. Everybody, kind of share what's going on and get updates and, build that unity together, right? So we can kind of, keep our New England region safe and happy. Maybe we invite some others in. Maybe if New Hampshire Bigfoot continuously shows their face, they're new here tonight. If they're still here, if you're still here, raise your hand. Get together with us. We're not gatekeepers, and we share information, and we love talking Bigfoot, man. And Saturday night's podcast, we're gonna go over a video together, and a very important video in my life. Apparently, I didn't know it was gonna be that important in my life. Steve, where you going, man? Anything good? You going to have dinner? What you eating? I'm really big on food. I'm Italian. No, thanks for stopping by, man.
Hopefully, come by tomorrow. We got big stuff, man. Big stuff.
Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it, man. No, not tomorrow. Saturday.
I mean, Saturday. Why? What is going on? I feel like it's Friday.
Ooh. Then there's a huge change coming up for the podcast.
Chicken.
He's eating chicken?
Is it fried?
No, you can't just say chicken. Style? Yeah, you can't just say chicken. No, bro. Are you new around here, Steve? I've seen Steve before, but not frequently, and that's no fault or anything. But he would know that he have to explain the type of chicken. Like, what type of chicken are you having? He's just leaving, just saying chicken. Now I'm left to wonder: is it like General Gao? Baked. All right, what kind of spices, bro? Before you go, quick, do you get a little pepper on there, some oregano, basil?
Is it
like? Are you drizzling it with something?
Yes, yeah, Steve. Is it stuffed?
Yeah, we're foodies here, bro. We love food.
I mean, what do we got?
I eat dinner on my show. I chomp in my guests' ears. You know what I mean?
Barbecue. How about this? Smoked or gas?
No, I think it's baked in the oven. With barbecue. What kind of barbecue though? This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
You have honey.
What kind of barbecue sauce do you like? What brand name do you like? Guys, what kind of? All right, now Steve got us off taking a left turn. What kind of barbecue sauce do you guys like on your chicken? That's what I want to know. I need to know that. Stuffing on the side, cheese, potatoes. Oh, yeah. How far away are you, Steve, buddy?
I know.
Hey, are you from Massachusetts, bro? Inquiring minds want to. Inquiring minds want no. Two fat guys on a diet want to know. We should
Tyler,
say-
where is Stubby's? That sounds familiar.
Oh, Stubby's barbecue. Chicken enchiladas, Spanish rice, homemade beans. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, there it is right there. There's my boy. I was waiting for somebody to say it.
yeah.
Sweet Baby Ray's. Sugar.
Mm.
Then he goes Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray.
I
Sugar Ray.
I
Get some
think you-
Sugar Ray.
I think you spelled Sweet Babies wrong. No barbecue.
Oh, vlog.
ter-
Yeah, teriyaki.
Teriyaki,
Yaki,
right?
yaki, teriyaki.
Yeah, I'm a Baby Ray's guy, but I only like the certain sauces of his. Yeah, Sweet Baby Ray's. Oh, Braintree!
Braintree.
Oh, shit! Wojo, I'll meet you at the split. I'll meet you at the Braintree split, bro. You gotta go through
How
three.
about
I'm gonna go
this? I work
24.
with Braintree. Meet me at my work.
Yeah, bring some leftovers or don't bother.
Bring some leftovers. I'll be out in the truck.
Homie said Braintree. I was like, yeah, Braintree.
Yeah. Everyone's gonna be like, Wojo, what's up with this guy giving you a whole plate of food? I'm like, hey,
Right.
shut your face. It's all
Yeah,
for me.
Go enjoy your dinner, bro. Go enjoy your dinner. Go Pats. If
Awesome,
you're a Pat
man.
fan.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. Stubby's Barbecue, I believe, has been around since the 60s.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tyler. I have 3 of those in my refrigerator.
What, Stubby's?
Stubbies, yeah.
I don't even know what it
Stubbies is awesome, dude.
Is it really?
Yeah, go to Stop and Shop. Hold on. Stubbies.
Yeah, we'll be stuck at the Braintree split together. What? Oh, he's going to get some. And then I want to have a quick topic conversation. It's not necessarily a feel good, comfortable one.
Drink all the Stubbies?
Yeah, exactly. I thought that's what you meant, bro. See, I'm from here. That's how I know what you meant. Later,
Oh,
brother. Enjoy your dinner, man. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again. Hit that notify button. Come on our lives. Stubby's.
You know,
where-
Tyler, you know what's not bad is Sticky Fingers, too.
Well, where's
Sticky
Stubby's?
Fingers Barbecue.
Where's Stubby? Did you not have any
I
left?
guess Stubbies is gone.
Oh my god.
You know what? Well, because I have another cook in the house. You know that.
Yeah, but you should have a Stubby's alarm go off.
I know.
Hang on. I gotta AI this. Stubby's barbecue.
Stubby's barbecue sauce is
Oh.
absolutely fantastic.
All right. Oh, barbecue sauce. Yeah, that's what I should have said. My bad.
Yeah.
I messed it up. Images of Stubby's barbecue sauce. Oh, it's
Oh, the
Wojo.
chicken onion-
Wojo. Oh, I know. It's Stubbs. Not Stubbies. Dummies. I know what Stubbs is. Stubbs is all over North Carolina, dude. That's all I had. Stubbs is good. It's a little tart. but
Yeah,
I
Tyler.
I do like it.
Rich, you
Chicken
gotta
onion.
try, yes, Sticky Fingers, man. You got to try that.
Oh man, you're gonna make me do that too now. All right, I want to get
No,
to
I
this.
got sticky.
No. Don't do it. Images of Sticky Fingers barbecue sauce. Oh, now that's new. I haven't seen that one. Now, how is that? Oh, it's at Walmart.
Oh shit.
Smokehouse sweet and tangy, Memphis style sweet and smoky. Oh shit. Carolina classic. Oh, what do you got? Sweet and smooth Kentucky bourbon. Okay. No, don't show too much. I don't want to get hit with a fucking copyright, please.
Oh, that's right. Sweet and smoky.
Yeah.
Wah!
Listen, we're not the Vogels, but we're climbing. You know what I'm saying? We're not Gene Tewksbury with secrets, but we're climbing. So let's have a conversation. Obviously, there was something going around the internet today. I don't know if you're familiar with it. I'm not going to
This
beat
is the
a
best
dead-
sauce right here. Oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry, wrong sauce.
Oh,
sorry, Andy.
Andy, what sauce is that?
That's this is apple pie moonshine.
Oh, wow, Andy, did you make that?
I make it all the time.
Is that why you end up sideways on investigations? That's one we didn't think of, Sparky. Moonshine.
Listen, Andy came out with us, man. So I happened to look on Facebook and I saw his. I was starting to watch, his live, and he was sideways the whole time. Sorry, Andy, but you were sideways, Andy. I have no idea why.
All right, cool. So check it out. Let's do this. Let's do the topic. I'm not going to bring it up on my show, right? Yeah, Spock, exactly. Just because it's kind of a negative thing. So Wojo and I research in our area. We call it our area just to explain it better. We don't own it. My property was different. I own that. But beyond my property line, I didn't own that. But we keep our research area fairly quiet. We do invite people in that we tend to trust. We've had a few mistakes that we've ended up worrying about. I think that interview with who was nerve-wracking. Elder, thank you so much. Thank you. What's up, Mountain Bucks?
I'd say.
So yeah, so we research on public land. But I think there's in sports you have these unwritten rules, right? That the players kind of police themselves with, right? Right, wouldn't you say? The sports has a lot of unwritten rules like that, right? Just certain things that, I can't really think of them off the top of it, but you run into them as you're watching sports, basically. But there's unwritten rules in all things in life, right? Mutual respect, things like that. And I think I said hi to Mountain Bucks. What's up, Mountain Bucks?
How about the real quick, Rich? It's like a pitcher throwing at a batter.
Yeah, but
hitting a home run and you flip the bat. How's that? That's a good one.
No, I don't. Those are kind of common. I think it's more like calling a timeout too many times before you get in the box.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. You know not to do that as a batter. And remember when Pedro went through that and then he beamed him? He hit, what's his name from the Yankees here? The big mouth Garcia or whatever. And he kept stepping out. And Pedro was ready to pitch in his windup. Now he could damage his arm if he ends up kind of stop the ball from throwing it, So it's kind of an unwritten rule. You need a timeout, call a timeout, but, to keep calling a timeout. And he did it there was like 4 pitches, and he did it at least twice. And then he went to do it a third time. And Pedro nodded his head, and you could tell what was coming next. He absolutely drilled the dude, and the dude came charging him on the mound, And, but it's like an unwritten rule, right? What did I say? I forget. So Tim knows what I'm saying, right? Oh, Titchy. You call me Titchy. You started researching in your backyard. Yes. Is she new here? Wasn't she here from the beginning? So that's what I had said. It was my backyard. It was different. My property, right? And he even felt safer going beyond it because the granola people didn't build a path at that time. That was many years after, So, and it's kind of somewhat of a deterrent now from me and Wojo not being over there, and it sucks. Plus our area is crazy. But anyway, but we call it our area, but it's public land. But I got to be honest. If I showed somebody where we were and they went there kind of behind our backs and researched and did their thing and then, kind of told you, oh my God, I had this thing happen in your research area. And I went, hey, what is it about? And they were like, oh no, show me where it is so I can, check for prints and stuff. And they said, no. I'd be a little upset about that. I got to be honest. I'd be upset about that. And so no, he doesn't have any boundaries. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about the people that research him and being kind to one another. Now nobody has a right over that. We don't have no rights over that. You know what I mean? But wouldn't it be common courtesy to go, hey, do you mind if I go out there and bring my buddy? You know what I mean? Like when I go out, if I was going to bring somebody, I talk to Wojo, right? And I don't even go out there by myself. If Wojo can't make it, I don't go. And it's just a common courtesy type of respect type of thing, and so there's a lot of talk about going on that because there was an incident with people that have been guests on my show that has now happened to, and it's torn them completely apart. They're severed. And, no, I would never mention names, but if you keeping up with it, and if you know the names, don't say anything. Yeah, they're getting the ads. I'll eventually get used to them. Yeah, they don't tell me when I'm getting ads. I have no idea. I think even when I was on straight YouTube OBS the other night, I got ads and I wasn't told I was getting ads, which is kind of silly, right? So I think it's an unwritten rule, right? To be respectful of other people's research type areas, right? If you know that that's what they're doing, right? And that's where they are, or if you stumble upon it, I get it. You know what I mean? you'd have to be very far removed, not to know whatever. We don't really try not to show the area. But anyway, but I become more careful of it and try not to film till I'm inside and all that stuff. When before I was pretty loose about it, you know what I mean? And I just think that like I know the paranormal went through this with their locations, arguments and fights and all that garbage they had. And now this incident here could just spread into a wildfire of divide. And that bothers me, like personally. Like I even offered to be a mediator, and I probably should just stay out of it, which I probably will. I just felt so bad. I wouldn't go into it as saying, you were wrong or anything. I'm just talking as a mediator, let them talk on my screen and just hash it out. Because it hurts me to see the research getting hurt because of it. Because this one individual was wrong, I wouldn't talk to that dude. There's no need to mediate with him. That's just, as far as I'm concerned, just a bag of turd. If you know how it happened, it wasn't like he just went there. He knew what he was doing. And then when it was then came back telling people about it, and then was asked to take them there, and he wouldn't. And that's kind of shitty. You know what I mean? So I think to have an unwritten rule and everything is fine. You know what I mean? And to have respect for other people is what you should be doing. Not gold diving, gold digging, whatever you want to call it, and looking out for your own financial benefit or whatever glory you're looking for. If you're new at the game and you're doing that, there's no money here. Just chill with that. All right, that's just silliness. You have to be very high up into something to make money researching Bigfoot. It is mostly a passion type event or hobby or whatever you want to call it, right? Would you agree with that? Yeah, no, I know, Sparky. I got to be careful about it. I know, and I'm probably not gonna, because I got too much on the line now myself, and I'm not building this for me. I'm building this for us. And any actions I do, it's kind of like if you get road rage and you jump out and you got your carload of kids. You know what I mean? You're like, you put them in jeopardy because you got mad. You know what I mean? That's not cool. So, I have a carload of kids, Wojo, Sam, Bobby Lee, people on the side. And to get involved in something like that, as much as I want to try to fix it, because I care, and I do have a big heart, despite what I act like. It bothers me because of the research, and the research world gets hurt because these are actually people that do research correctly, and I'm a little bummed out to hear about it. It kind of upset me. I was really bummed out. So I think I reacted emotionally, trying to help people. I don't think it's something I'm really going to jump into, being further away from it and having time to think about it, let's see, 1 second. Those who share property to investigation, it should sign a paper. Yeah, but it's not your property. If it's my yard, I have rights over that. A piece of paper ain't going to mean shit for public property, with all due respect. And me and Wojo even discussed that. You know what I mean? I have no legal bearing to that, It should just come with an unwritten rule, common human courtesy, which is lacking these days with humans, unfortunately. And it's been a while that we've been doing that,
I just want to add, Rich, look, it's not like, oh, we're going to be the first ones to find them and, whatever. No, the point is, in our area is having this, this relationship with the Satanias, having this communication and building a trust. So when you have some, rogue person, let's say we brought somebody and they decide to go rogue on us, and then they start going out on their own and something happens, whatever the research is, I don't want them to think that we're deceiving them. And that's how we feel. That's why we get emotional. That's why we don't want to see that divide among people, because, you have to understand, this is their home. But people are going to look at it. Well, Sasquatch is like,
Yeah.
Sasquatch are out in the woods, but that's
Yeah.
not the case.
Yeah, it's free to
There's
the
more
world.
to this.
Yeah.
And I guess if I was to say, this is all right, I'll tell you, it's going to be very quick. This story, me and my brother John, we've been
hang on. Hi, Mike Nation, and no Mooncat. It's about someone else's area.
Yeah.
And incident, and nothing to do with us. Not even close to New England. But go ahead. Sorry.
By the way, hi guys. So me and my brother, we went hunting and we found some like really fresh locations and whatever. So we stayed in this nice chalet, and there was a lot of us. And my father's best friend, and his oldest son and his friend, they were there, and so we started sharing that, like, hey, we were trying, we talked about our location and whatever, because it's again trust, and so quickly explained, the area. So we're thinking, all right, well, we all can work together, but we're going to be over here. Well, we got up early, and me and my brother started walking in the woods, and all of a sudden, there's my father's best friend's son and his friend in our spot. I was furious. So we walked over there. We're like, what are you guys doing? Well, we got here first.
No.
What? What do you mean you got here first?
Wow.
I go, didn't you just understand what we just explained? They're like, well, yeah, well, sorry. It's like first come, first serve. Oh, okay. First come, first serve. So, okay. What are you going to do? Have a fight? Yeah, we could have had a fight, but he was up in a tree. And he wasn't going to come down because he knew I was going to bash his head in. But anyways.
Whoa.
So, I peed all over his tree and walked away. And people know that if you pee or whatever,
something's gonna come sniffing.
The deer ain't gonna come your way. So
yeah, right,
they weren't happy about that. My oldest brother couldn't stop laughing at him. But hey, screw you guys, and we went to a different area. And
yeah, that's not cool. So you told him about your area, and then you go there, and he's there.
That's exactly. So it's a buildup of trust, and it's thrown in our faces. And
right.
I told my father straight out, I don't want to hunt with these guys ever again.
Yeah, and I don't blame you.
Respect.
Yeah. I don't blame you. And Elder says, Elder, I get it respectfully, but in the eyes and laws of our country, it's not going to do you any good to sign a paper. Because what are you going to do? Bring it to court? You know what I mean? If you're signing a paper, typically it's for court reasons. If it's an unwritten law, that's exactly what it means. It's just unwritten that you should respect each other's areas and spaces and talk to each other and just be cordial about it. 9 out of 10 of us that are like research like we do are going to bring you with us. It's okay, bro. We're good. Let's all just agree not to say nothing. You know what I mean? So, and it's not for us. It's for the Satonga. You know what I mean? So,
well, because again, it's the case of, my story, it's building trust. And listen, it's not about like, oh, we got to get the deer. It's that we all work together. Whoever gets one, and we'll be happy. That's the point.
Yeah, I think it's just, I would have called you guys and said, hey, you headed out there today? I want to bring my boy. Right. Oh, yeah, we're headed out. You can come with us. Oh, no, we're not headed out. Go ahead. You know what I mean?
And we would, and listen, it's not just the one area that we're definitely going to get something. There's like, an area around us where we can work together. One of us will get one. It's not like, hey, you have to like work for us to get a deer. No, it's for everybody. And that's the problem, is that they went to this one, the specific spot. And so I just calmly just peed underneath this tree and walked away. He goes, what are you not? Oh yeah, they weren't happy. But you know what? Tough crap. But in this case,
I would have had everybody peeing on a tree and no deer would have come around that thing for 10 miles. You know what I mean? I might even have dropped the Duke. You know what I mean? Like that's just literally shitty.
All right. I'm sorry. Sorry, Lord. I lied.
Oh my God.
I didn't want to say crap on the I didn't want to say crap, but that's what I did. I didn't pee.
Wait,
all right, now the truth came out.
See, now that's more believable for me with you.
I'm being dead honest. I crapped. I didn't want to say it on here
because
I'm trying not to like.
And Tim thought you were the bigger person. Tim, do you think he's still the bigger person because it's a 2 and not a 1?
No, I was still the bigger person. I didn't want to mention it on here, but honest to God, I did. And so
I inspired
sorry,
you.
but but it was right underneath this tree. He had to climb down on it. But anyways, back to our area or anybody else's area. This is different, and you know what? Show some respect, because you know what? It's not just we're going to be the ones that see the Bigfoot or this and that. No, but what we're doing is it's that form of communication. There's a lot more to this. It's that layer on an onion that we're dealing with. It's research. It's not like who gets it first or second, third, fourth. It doesn't matter.
Yep. Yeah.
Because how do we know that you're gonna be a real jerk? And let's say you did see one, and then you contact cops, and you're gonna create other people in the woods where they have no business being there, other than that these forest people are just living, and let them live in their land.
Yeah, I don't know who Lennon is.
End of story.
Wait, time out. I'm sorry.
I was noticing that too. I think it's
I don't. John Lennon? What?
No, I don't know.
Sparky says what? Lennon? No, Lennon. Because Sparky's reacting to it now. What does Lennon mean? I can't have a.
It's okay.
I can't have a thorough conversation if I don't know what it is. What's up, Bigfoot Dwarf? So I think amongst researchers, it should be an unwritten law that, if you know somebody's researching in that area, just communicate with them, be fair about it, be nice about it. There's no need. I mean, like Tim says, he was like, yeah, I don't know where the money is in this, right? From Ohio Bigfoot, right? Where's the money in this? Because we'd like to have some of it. I mean, what is your end game there? Are you looking for fame? Because you're probably going to get way more ridicule than fame.
Mm-hmm.
Very rarely do people work past the ridicule to get to the other side. I sure have. You know what I mean? I've dealt with it, and I've dealt with it while being here. And I've been, called a podcaster looking for fame and fortune. That's what I was called. That doesn't even make any sense. I fucking pay my own bills, bro. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just recently been monetized, so maybe I could pay an internet bill. Clown. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's just not the case. And you don't even know me, obviously, if you're making a statement like that about me. You know what I mean? I take time away from my family. And to be honest with you, if I didn't have such a good spouse, most guys would deal with a lot of shit for doing what I do. I don't deal with it. I don't have that. I'm blessed. So, very. So it's like, that's just, there's so many things that go into this that what is your end game? Why would you want to lose friends? Why would you want to lose friends? And then I've heard since dude's gone on the offensive about it. He's the one going on the offensive and posting stuff saying, "Oh, public land, I can do what I want." Blah blah.
Oh, okay.
But you're not telling everybody that you talked to them, and you're not telling everybody that you told them no. You're not telling them that you called somebody with a camera to come out and do production work. You fucking bag of shit. You know what I mean? That's, to me, Lennon is elder. Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
I agree 100% with you, Elder, and Lennon, if I may. That things, and me and Wojo talked about it, because NDAs, non-disclosures, are pretty common in a lot of things that I find myself in, and that's why the recordings haven't really been fully researched, because linguists don't want to sign an NDA. Sorry. This one particular one is associated with that 4-letter word there. A 4-letter group, and I'm not interested. You know what I mean? I'm not. Either you sign it or they don't get released to you. And if you think it's no big deal, then wait for it to come out, and then you can, cry in your milk. So, but yeah, so I'm very familiar with signing things, and I just, and unfortunately, in the laws of our country and in the local courts, it holds nothing. It all becomes, hearsay anyways. And we're not hearsay at this point. People know that we research pretty regularly, and some know the actual area that are on our team. So we're pretty well covered in that sense. But my point is, the paper means nothing, unfortunately, in the eyes of the law. If you and I were to have one, yeah, great. But that's just the same as an unwritten rule, because it's just it's just a piece of paper. And I can do the same thing and just say, He gave me his word. Or you could show the piece of paper to the world. Like I said, that's not my signature. Conversation over. So, it's a fine line. You know what I mean? In that sense. And I got you. Thank you, Aldo. I appreciate it. And all respect to the elder Lennon, and thank you for having a conversation with us. I think it's great.
Yeah.
And we appreciate that. Trust me. But that's us. We're respectful and we appreciate all input. And it's not that we don't agree with it. It's just that it doesn't do anything. Unfortunately, that's what stinks. So, if you're out there researching paranormal world, cryptid world, whatever it might be, and somebody's at that house or at that location or whatever it is, man, just reach out to them. Take 2 seconds. You might find out you got a new teammate and a new resource and somebody that can offer you information and you can share stuff with them. You know what I mean? And but I feel for me, and I think Wojo's the same too. Right. Exactly. Right. It's like, right. There's a good unwritten rule. Don't shoot the puck after the whistle. You're probably going to get jumped. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if somebody did that to my area, I would make sure we weren't near the game camera. That's all I'm going to say. And if I didn't have a chocolate coconut bar, I don't know how that would work out for them. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think everyone understands because you know what? Like, you guys have been with us and you guys are part of our investigation. And, again, I believe because we should know that they believe in us and we're building this trust. We're building this relationship out there. If someone says, well, how do you know? Well, simple, because of the communication of we're still, they're with us. We know that. The gifting chair, they are responding to, that we're trying to make that form of communication. And not only that, why are we still walking around? I mean, they could have, kicked us out a long time ago. So again, if you're going to be part of, if somebody else wants to be part of a research team or whatever, you got to build that trust. You don't just, yeah, come on in, even though you see some flags, but I don't know. My thing is that you got to work together, and this ain't a game. This ain't about fame, fortune, whatever, because you're not going to get it. I don't give a frog's fat ass. Sorry, excuse my language, but we don't care about that. And I know most of you understand that. Can't speak for you, but I understand that you guys would agree. Hey, we're just here for the research and communication. That's it. And as for everything else, well, hey, yeah. So we're on Expedition X. Whoopee, yeah. A real brief picture that we're on TV. Don't mean crap to me or to Richie and the rest of our team that was there, because everything's all about fame and script and all that stuff. Well, we don't want that. Yep. So, and this is where we are,
Yeah, and that's it. And well, that's the problem I had. And when I was talking to this individual that was, kind of a catalyst and in the middle and whatever, it was his type of thing that I'm not going to discuss who he is, but, I'm sorry, Elder. Yeah, please pass it along to Elder Lennon that we always interact with respect, and thank you for noticing that we've come a long way. And for me, my research, and I can't speak for Wojo's, that's why I say my research has changed me as a person. It has put me on, I believe, a different level as a human, in a good way. And speaking respectful to any elder is quite natural. my mother used to live 2 towns over, but now she's in heaven and she can see more. So I gotta be real careful. And she's Italian. Yeah. And she's Italian. I'm sure she could backhand me from heaven with no problem, man. No problem. But
I can see my mother. Steven, no.
Yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you for Elder Lennon's input and speaking respectfully as well. Thank you. And I just see it from their point of view in a sense that, this particular person's hurt, and that bothers me. I don't like seeing anybody hurt, and I'm not particularly close to the person. I don't like it, and I don't like it for the research. And if you built your relationship big enough, with your friends in the woods, they'll probably take care of things for you. Just saying. Just saying. When they see that abrupt shift in energy come in, lights, camera, action, some added bullshit, couple of touches, tweaks, things like that. They might just they probably will take their own actions. I like somebody, good luck going into our area. If you ain't got what we've been putting on that chair, you probably might not get out of there. That's all I'm going to say. Those boys, those boys are protective. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you got Vinny, you got D'Annunzio.
Yeah,
They'll
forget
take you
about
out.
it. Hey, forget about it. Hey, they got their own names. It's Vinny. You know what I mean? Bobby over there. Hey, Bobby.
Bobby, Salvatore. Hey, Sal. Watch out for Sal.
Hey, what's up, Sal?
Dr. Vinny Bombasta. Hey.
Can you imagine that Bigfoot's Italian, man? Just big hairy Italian men out in the woods.
Oh yeah, making us spaghetti and some gravy and some meatballs.
Oh yeah, I'm over here going, hey, why is there a horse's head on the gifting chair? You know what I mean? Forget about it.
Yeah, forget about it.
Yeah. Mooncat has something to say. Let's see what Mooncat has something to say. My feeling, this ain't fishing. Nobody needs to be around me deep in the woods or otherwise. I'm in it for the info and experience. Common law of the country. Don't be troublesome in the bush. But there you go. Fucking boom.
Boom. Exactly.
Fucking boom, dude. Yeah, you know what I mean? I think that's right on, man. There's no Italian man named Viney anywhere.
Viney. We know what he's talking about.
Dude, yeah,
but I like Tony.
Dude, the ganja is fucking powerful thing. You know what I mean? So that's, I just think someone that's caught up in this and, to have that person kind of come back and, be like he was and telling him no, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, dude. It's just, and this person kind of stuck his neck out and put his reputation out there with his research partner. And now the research partner's pissed and they're all pissed and everybody's fighting and arguing and no research is getting done. And, here we are, you know what I mean? And then the Satungas out there that looking for their boys and, these two Yahoos show up with cameras and lights and all kinds of bullshit and, offsets them and puts them in an uncomfortable position. It's just ugly, and what do? Just say, no, I'm not bringing nobody with me. You know what I mean? Listen, there's only one thing sometimes humans understand. Right? You just got to kind of you got to kind of let them know, keep it quiet, dude, because, I wouldn't want things to happen. You know what I mean? And just leave it like that. Just things to happen,
Because you want that good energy in there, Rich.
Yeah.
That's what we bring is good energy. And Aldo would totally agree with this, but I mean, you don't want that mixture of mixed energies in there. And listen, that's when, they'll probably just pack up and leave because this place is just too, if you're bringing in bad energy, whatever that outside energy you're going to bring, if you decide to go rogue and be that, meatball, you're going to kind of spoil that whole tree and you don't want to do that or the whole forest for that matter. So,
yeah. It's, again, I go with the unwritten rule. I don't want to, beat it up too bad, but the unwritten rule, you know what I mean? Be respectful. And I think, Mooncat said, I was just kind of trying to reiterate what was said. And then I just totally forgot what I was saying. I mean, it's not fishing, right? And even fishing holes, like, people are pretty, keep it tight to the vest, right? They don't say much, about their private fishing spot. You know what I mean? Even that can affect, people get upset or the hunting like Wojo just spoke of, and we're not doing those things. We're not out there doing, this is bigger than that. This research is about life itself and mankind and history and chronicling, our beginnings, where'd they come from? Why are they still here if they were here in the first place? There's so many amazing historical questions that come along with this, that this is not fishing or even or hunting. It's just not. And, it's bigger than that. And like I said to him, I said, listen, man, this stuff is bigger than you guys. You got to figure it out, man. You got to figure it out somehow, some way, and sometimes people don't want to hear it and they just block you and they just go away. And if that's the case, then you didn't really have a friendship. So don't be upset about it and go out there on your own and have a firearm on your hip. And, Bigfoot will be mad at you, but you can't take a chance with anybody out there. So, so I can't, let's see, I can't take 5 guys. Denny,
I know what he meant.
How many fish did you catch that day, bro? I think it was like 12. I'm not kidding you. I am not kidding you. I sat there for almost an hour, got nothing. Finally got a little pea shooter. And then I ended up with, I think, one more, but it just so happened it was the biggest of the day, so I didn't feel bad. Right? So I brought Denny to my my super secret fishing hole. And, and Denny's trying to get into the wilderness in his life, and it's therapeutic for him with, with his baby girl, Ella, and everything that went on in his life. And I can relate with that, man. And he gets in there and boom, bang, boom, bang. He's like, thanks, Ella. And I'm over here going, yeah, okay, what about Jack? You know what I mean? But he had a day, man, and we had some great
Rich, can I help you though for a moment? Just when you cast, make sure you put a lure on your hook.
Oh, I don't want
that. You'll get something.
No, I know. Listen, the fish know when I come up to jump on my fucking line and get in. All right. Right. There's been more than one time I've had a confrontation in the woods. Some people just take a minute to learn country rules. Yeah, there you go. Country rules, right? And I highly doubt Sparky got into any confrontation in the woods. Right, Sparky? J-Lu, what's up, my boy J-Lu? Me and J-Lu go back many years. Many, many years. My brother had a softball team that he put together, and J-Lu was one of the guys on it when I was a very young man. I think 21, so 30, 50, 33 years ago. Something like that.
Well, Jimmy, when I was 16, we were playing together. That's how long I've known Jimmy.
You and Jimmy, yeah. Yeah.
That's when I started playing softball at age 16.
Yeah. J-Lu's
playing with freaking men with beards and shit.
Yeah, J-Lu's the dude, man. So, and the other thing is J-Lu does an amazing Santa Claus. And he's like a hired Santa Claus. And like last year he came and read books to my kids and stuff. It was awesome.
And he sat on your lap too in your studio.
Dude, that was that was my bad. You know what I mean? I was the one that was supposed to be the experienced podcaster guy. And when I told him, I said, hey, just I'll send you a link. Come in my studio. And then all of a sudden he knocked on my door. I said, what are you doing? He goes, what are you doing here? He goes, I'm going to come in your studio. That's what you told me to do. What fuck? He came to my house. I'm like, you got to be shitting me. And then he's sitting next to me and we're crammed in out there before I had my podcast room. And hey, J-Lu, remember that time I told you to come in my studio when you showed up at my house? Remember that time? Remember that time? It was great. J-Lu used to have this thing in softball. You go, hey, remember that time we were playing softball and I punched you in your mouth? And I'm like, no. And then you'll go, oh, wait a minute. If I don't remember it, then he's got to do it now. You know what I mean?
Well, the funny part was, before we started the show, Jimmy was texting Richie, and I don't know, he was asking you questions like, because we're waiting for him to get on, and then he's like, I'm down the road, and Richie's like, what?
Yeah.
I go, what's going on? He goes, dude, he's down the road somewhere. I don't know I don't know if he's coming home from work or whatever. He's down the road and whatever. And, we're like this, like, dude, we got 1 minute left. And all of a sudden, that's when Tonsay. And then that's what Richie, someone's at the door.
Yeah. I heard knocking. And then as I was going I'm going, what the hell? And then I put it all together before I got to the door. I went, oh my God. He thought I meant come into my studio. Thank you, Alder, for that $20 donation. Thank you so much. If you find it in your hearts to be able to do something like that, we appreciate it, or in your wallets. Trust me, I know I got 83 kids. It's hard to find. We try to pay the bills with it. We try to get better technology with it. Wojo and I have been looking up different even live game cameras and that we can put out there so you guys can tune in and look at the live camera when you want, stuff like that, like a membership type thing. And you can jump on there and you'd have that advantage to do that, or different types of recorders that are the size of a $50 that are magnetized that we could put under the chair and it goes directly to my phone. You know what I mean? And I have an app that it pops up a recording on, so I don't have to go through all these little cards and things like that my ADD has a very hard time dealing with. The internet bills that we have to pay and the gas to put in our vehicles and things like that. And so yeah, it's their game they set up and we're playing it. And it's not something I'm always comfortable with. But again, I'm not here for me. I'm here for the research, and now I have other people that are on my team that I got to consider them as well. They don't need to be trying to afford things, and if you can find another way to do it, then this is what we do. So yeah, if you get any kind of gifts, I've noticed they were $1.99, $4.99, things like that. We appreciate. So and that's enough of that because I'm very uncomfortable talking about it.
Well, I got to be getting going soon because
I know you got your thing tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What's going on with Jesus? Anything good?
Everything's great. Jesus loves all.
Yeah.
And any believers or not, no matter what, he loves you all. And I'll be going off to Bible study. And
all right, you got to be there at 7.
Got to be there at 7.
Yeah. No, all right. Well, that's good then. Then I'll wrap up and we'll have ourselves a good night. So we covered everything. Saturday night's huge. Be here Saturday night, 6 p.m. Eastern time, U.S. time, please. We got a thumbnail being made up. I'm going to set up an event right now while I'm here in the studio. If you see it, please tell everybody about it. Hit the like button if you can. When we're done with this video and you see it up on YouTube, please go over and hit the hype button. There's a hype area where you can go over and hit hype, and it gives us so many points. All that stuff helps us. Kenneth, good to see you.
Susan just popped in.
Oh, I beat you. Have over 500. Oh, cool. Thank you. Wojo, pray for me, and if your ears burn when you do it, not my fault. Totally your ears. Yeah. Oh, Susan Ahern's here. So yeah, so Saturday night's going to be huge. Huge show. Wojo, I'll say goodbye if you want to say goodbye now. How's that?
Yeah, take your time. All right. Well, listen, guys. Hey, love yous all, and remember, have a great night. And yeah, we are home of the boom. So this is not goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye for me. Love yous all. Peace, love, and hair grease. See you Saturday.
Big show Saturday.
No. Am I on? Big
Hell
show?
No. Yeah, get out of here. Ha! I tossed his ass. There we go. Awesome. So, yeah, Wojo's got a place to be. So, yeah, to recap real quickly. And the other thing I want to ask you guys, if you could put in, did that battery work out? Oh, yeah, I've used it. I've used the little lights on it too, actually. Hi, Susan Ahern. How are you, my friend? Good to have you here, Kenneth. Good to see you. I'll stick around for a few more minutes because I saw you guys just come in. And I'll recap for you. Saturday night, we have our show. I wasn't going to have a show. I was going to take a week off. Jessica's first long shift since being back to work. After it's been a long time. You know what I mean? With having Jack, losing Jack, and then being pregnant with Josh. You can imagine it was a long, hard time, and then it became beautiful, obviously, with Joshua coming into the world. So. And it's beautiful now with the relationship and understanding we have with Jack. So she has a long day, and I wasn't going to do anything for those reasons, which makes sense, right? But I worked it out with, I'll get a little help. Other little dudes will hang with me. They'll be fine. You might deal with some yelling. I'll just mute myself or leave the studio. But anyways, case in point, Saturday night we have a very big show. And what's this? Oh, hey, what's up, John? God bless you too, man. We have a very big show Saturday night. It went from no show to one of the biggest I'm ever going to share with you. The podcast is evolving. It is part of my ADD brain while I'm at work thinking. And I came up with something. My team has agreed to it. We are going to announce it on Saturday night, exactly what's going to happen. It's in-house, and it's going to be epic. And you guys, I think, are going to love it. It's a gift from us to you. I think you're going to love it. The lives in the woods are also going to be taken on a different, maybe not format, but perhaps a different name. So we'll talk more about that on Saturday night. And then we're going to go over an old piece of evidence that I had from, it was it's January. So 2019 and 2020. So right there in the beginning of January, that I had an incident that catapulted me into being a researcher, not just an observer. That incident that I've shared with you guys before, you're going to recognize it when I start talking about it. Well, we uncovered some evidence, visual, so within that video that we're going to share with you guys, and we want to get your thoughts on it. We want you to see it firsthand right here, and I think you're going to love it. And you can have any opinion you want, positive, negative, as long as it's delivered respectfully. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? That's how we do it here. Let's see, Kenneth Howdy. So you don't want to miss that stuff on Saturday night. It's going to be a very, very big night. And the other question I want to ask from you guys, what topics, and it's not, this is two separate things because I want to do it on my show down the road. We have some great guests coming up, and I'll share that with you coming up too. What topics would you guys like to discuss? You know, there's a lot of different topics that we can talk about, and there's many different cryptids. It's not just Bigfoot. There's some that are really unfounded, but people still love discussing them. You know what I mean? I think they make for great discussion. So, if you could put something in the chat right now. Hi, Lisa Ann. I saw you earlier, but I don't know if I said hi, and I apologize if I didn't. It's been kind of busy over here, and when it's not busy, I'm being a goofball. So what kind of topics, cryptid wise, what kind of cryptids would you like to discuss? Is there a particular alien topic you would like to discuss? Is there a particular incident maybe relating to cryptids, aliens, and even paranormal that you would like to discuss, right? We all don't wear pants. There's no topic about that. Just don't wear them. That's the beauty of them. Complete freedom. No need to discuss it. Nope. Who cares? I don't know why we don't walk around and in anyway. We go to the beach basically naked. I mean, I don't know the issue. Wear a couple of pasties and roll out, homie. Cryptid. Let's see. Yeah, Susan. Any particular ones? Because there's many, many, many different aliens, as you know, Miss Susan. Susan is the happy medium. Susan Ahern. She has YouTube. I want you to go over and like, subscribe, follow her, and support her, please. We've grown a quick bond. Let's say that, pretty amazing human. I'm very, very happy to have her as a friend. And she is a producer and may have seen some pictures and, she's involved in that. So, but mainly a really good human. So make sure you do that. Bigfoot mixed breeds, John. Ooh, coming in swinging. I like that. Aldo wants to talk dog man. Thank you, Lisa, for letting me off the hook. I appreciate that. What would you do if you actually came face to face? Everybody knows that. Jimmy. If I came face to face, I have hand signals that I'm going to use from somebody that was in the same situation firsthand, and it's well documented in a sense. And that's what I'm going to do. And if I get attacked or if it isn't what I think it is, which I'm not afraid, I don't think it is like that. And if I do get attacked, I told everybody from the beginning of my podcast, I would grab its privates and I would tell you whether it was a human or a dog. That's it. That's all of it. All right, hang on. Oh, I like this. All right, hang on. Oh, yeah, the Beast of Bray Road. That's a great topic, Curious. Yeah, I like that a lot. Oh, you know what? Let's do something right now. You guys got a few minutes? I got a few minutes. What time? Yeah, we got a few minutes. Hang on. I'm going to grab one of these topics right now. So when I used to do, we used to have the, oh, it's not in here, is it? Was that in here? No, I don't think so. Oh, maybe it's under captions. No, that's not it. Music? Oh, yeah. So we used to do The Wheel of Weird. And I liked the show. I enjoyed it a lot. I did it for a little while and then things got too busy, so I just didn't go back to it. But no, it's not in here. I think that was StreamYard actually, perhaps. But yeah, so we would do the Wheel of Weird, and it was a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Mothman. I saw that. Yep, Mothman on Facebook. I saw her say that. Yep, Mothman. I was just in the other one. Connections, like psychic connections. Mary likes orbs, shadow people, chupacabra. I'm watching Lost Cryptids. Oh yeah, that's why I love those shows where they jump around to their different cryptids. Mothman's an interesting one. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know what to make of Mothman. There's been like what 2 or 3 recorded incidents that have been pretty big. I like the Bigfoot mixed breeds, man. I like the Bigfoot mixed breeds. Jimmy Lewis, I hope I answered your question there, buddy. Bigfoot mixed breeds. That's interesting. Dogman, yeah. Yeah, I think Dogman would be good for further research, right? Because I know people that I know and trust that believe wholeheartedly in Dogman. You know, and I know others that just don't. And I'm in the middle. I don't know what to make of it. I think I'm dealing with one at times in my research area, which led me to kind of jump in the rabbit hole. I found a print that didn't seem like a Bigfoot, seemed more like a Dogman print to me. So yeah, that one I think is good because it would further the research. Do you know what I mean? And we could find out more about them, maybe through our research. You know, hating me with the Wheel of Weird because you know how many names. Oh my god, this dude. I know I'd be like, stop putting 10 names in. Everybody got like one thing to do, and they would put a bunch in every time. Clockwork. But I wonder mixed breed, what kind of information is out there on Bigfoot mixed breeds? John's got my interest up. Let's see what AI says. We should do a show. Let's see what AI says. Is Richie really not wearing pants? Oh, let's ask him that. See what he says. Let me go here. Is Richie B really not wearing pants? The claim that Richie B is not wearing pants likely refers to a specific fictional character or a viral video of an individual named Richie I'm not going to say his last name, but it's not mine. There is no widespread public figure universally known as Richie B. Yeah, well, he's wrong. All right. I'm universally known as Richie B, you jerk, who is famously without pants in real life. Yeah, well, AI is full of shit. Let's go over to AI mode. Let's see what it says. And then we'll check that out real quick. There is no evidence suggesting that a person named Richie B, who may be a comedian, a radio personality, a character from a TV show, or a restaurateur, is not wearing pants. A character named Trevor on the TV show Ghost is famously pantless. That's the greatest. Let me tell you that dogmen are real. That's fine. Yeah. Interesting dogmen. Yeah. On both sides, right? And on both sides. That's what I mean. That's why I think that because the dogman to me is not on the level of the Bigfoot universally. And not many things are, to be fair, right? But dogman is probably 30% worldwide, where Bigfoot, I'm talking believer level, where Bigfoot is like 90% worldwide, or maybe 85 to be fair, right? Would you agree with that? It's just not on the same level. But I have a friend of mine that, you know, Brian Terrell from Red Dirt Cryptid. Go check it out. I believe he has his Dogman eyewitness story. He's the eyewitness story on his channel. So check out Red Dirt Cryptid, and you might get your answers, right? We didn't know you left, Sparky. Yeah, no, I know. I'm just playing. I like to see what they're talking about out there, though, right? Even though it's human, right? Even though it's human, they're still entering data that they've heard or seen into an algorithm that picks it up and throws it at you. So it's still interesting to see what they're saying. Now, yeah. So I think we should, here we go. Let's do this. Let's do a show where we have a 1 through 10 cryptid. right? Bigfoot at the top. We'd all agree on that. I'd say Dogman's number 2 worldwide. Sorry. You know what I mean? And then let's list them all the rest, right? Let's list all the rest 1 through 10, and then work our way from 10 to 1, researching them, right? So we'd be at the bottom and it would be, I don't know, let's say Mothman's number 7. So you go to 7, you 10, 9, 8, 7, boom, you're on Mothman. And then you research Mothman, right? Maybe a 2-part show. It might take a while. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool, right? Because I bet you they are gaining ground. I agree. I bet you, and that's a good point, John. COVID shutdown put a lot of people into seclusion. And a lot of people that didn't like seclusion would do different things that they don't normally do, or they would revert to somewhere that they loved and felt safe, which is the woods in Mother Nature, and be out in it. So that's that's cool too. We have 7 different Satania, 3 different Dogmen, 2 Mothman, 3 different Lizard Man. They're more, yeah. Well, that's what I'm talking about, Elder. Not the specific. I jumped off the breed thing, but I'm talking about the category of cryptids, 1 through 10. Lizard Man is another one, right? Where would you put Lizard Man? Lizard Man to me is like 9, 10 for me. And I guess for everybody it's different, right? Now where Elda has a lot more experience, a lot more insight, she might have him on a different number level, right? Oh, there we go. How about this? How about you number 10 cryptids in your eyes? 10 to 1, right? Write them down and we'll present them in the chat, or somebody can come on and click a link and we can go over your list and why your list is the way it is. And then you leave the studio and have someone else come in. Click, you present your list, and then we have a discussion about it. Because I guarantee you by the time that show's over, you will learn something. I know I learn something every show. This show is a form of research for me. And I knew I'd get more information from doing the show, but I didn't know what level it would be at. I've learned so much from doing this show from different people having more knowledge than myself, or different ideas. Or like Tim said from Ohio Bigfoot that time about the dream catcher. It's like a reconnection. They're reconnecting their energy to the earth. And that's so cool because in my head, I can almost see the other side of the dream catcher going underground and coming back up and touching the other side. Next town over for me. What was that, Tyler? I'm sorry, I missed it. Hang on, guys. Skyfish? I never heard of that. Oh, excuse me. Like a flying fish? I've had what was maintenance for IBM. Their water systems were nuts. That's crazy, Tyler. I'm glad they're safe. Oh, wait, time out. What did I miss? I look away for 1 second. Oh, there it is. There's an article about a husband and wife who went camping in Natick, Mass, and they seen a 7-foot upright walking wolf walking away from their campsite early in the morning. I'll look that up. See, that's what I mean. That's research, right? He comes with that story. I'm from Massachusetts. He's from Massachusetts. I don't know that story. I'm about 40, 45 from Natick, but I don't know that story. Depending on traffic, by the way. That could change to 2 hours real quick. Had a bushy gray tail. All right. We have the Lizard Man legend. Was even on the news once. Supposedly, the car in the trailer park or whatever, it ripped the bumper and the quarter panel, and there was these big teeth mark in it and stuff. Yeah. Interesting. I remember that story too. I don't remember the Natick one though. Even the cicada sings with the wind at times. Yep. No, I think that would be kind of a cool type of show, and we can expand our horizons a bit. I believe the government dog breed was released during shutdown into our national and state parks while vacant. See, all right. So I don't think, all right, 2020, I could see that. But I think that's been happening a lot longer than 2020. I think it ramped up because that would make sense. But I think it already happened many, many times. Oh, that's right. Okay. Okay. Um. Oh, I don't have the other account, do I? Damn it. So thank you, Susan, for that. Greatly appreciated. That's not true. No, 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 Richard. All right, I got to do that after. You made me click a button, and now my ADD kicked in. I'll do that after and put it up there. The rake, the rake's a good one. I'd say 5 or 6. Yeah, the rake you hear a lot about through the paranormal world and the cryptid world. So I agree with that. Right? We'll say there's the it. We'll call it the it out of respect for the elder. If you know what I'm talking about, the SW, 2 words into one. Don't say it. That's probably 4 or 5, maybe. I mean, I think like Mothman, you know, could be number 3 if there was more recorded sightings, right? He's been glorified and advertised and monetized pretty well for a cryptid, a less known cryptid, right? Or not a less known, but a less reported cryptid. You know what I mean? Um, these other ones we're talking about have that paranormal element. Yeah, the raking it at number 4. Yeah, so I'd put it right around that. Nessie, yep, Nessie's 1. You know, and where's Nessie? Now, I guess Nessie would be 3. You know, worldwide, right? If you think about it, Nessie, you heard about your whole life. Fake, not fake, fake, not fake. You know what I mean? So I think Nessie's right there. I think Dogman has overtaken Nessie, and Nessie would have been number 2. You know what I mean? And now Nessie's probably number 3 as far as fame. You know, research, glorified. You know, famous, popular. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had Mothman at number 7. That's where I had him. I don't know. Maybe we'll make it easier. I'll make a list. I'll present it to you guys, and then we'll have this discussion that we're having now. Because I think that'd be a great show. I think that'd be a lot of fun. You know, and then once we get the list in order, we could have a show and we could research it right here live. So, let's see. Hang on. Bear with me. Sorry, guys. I'm tired. Dragon. Let's see. See, like I could type it right here. And we could discuss it when I share screen. Let's see. Ooh, stupid finger. Let's see. I'll get some AI app options. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. There are 4 types of Bigfoot, they say. Which we know is not true because geographically it matters, right? Well, I mean, I think popularity wise, though, and research wise, I don't know if I don't think a vampire would be. I think that would a vampire fall under an entity because it doesn't have life? Maybe as a paranormal researcher, I might put him there. Well, I know Dogman's been around for centuries, but he hasn't really been on the popularity radar, at least in America, for, you know, it's been like a decade, maybe 15 years tops. You know what I mean? You know, back in the day, it was just, to me, it was a popular animal that somebody would make up a story about because, of course, it's a dog. Why wouldn't it be a band? You know what I mean? So, yeah, number 1, Bigfoot, 100%. I believe there are stories of Viking fights against walking wolves. There are no. The only stories I know of Vikings reporting a cryptid is Bigfoot, and it was Leif Erikson's brother who reported it. So, and talked about trading with big hairy men, and then they had a falling out with them and fought them supposedly through historical stories that was passed down through the Vikings. And I thought it was like 1300 something. You know what I mean? Well, Mary, stick around. We're going to teach you. And that's the other great thing, right? Vampires, fae, elementals, earth dragons, nature spirits are on. Yeah. So on not crypt. I would say no. I'd agree with that. I think they're more, spirits. Came through a bush line. What? What happened, Mooncat? Oh, me and the wife together had a fairy. Oh, a fairy encounter. Okay. Almost hit her window in the car going down Old Curvy Mountain Road, named Hunting Hollow, South Carolina. I swear the truth, dude. I no reason to question. You ain't getting rich and famous here. Why the hell would you tell it? The biggest thing that percentage wise you'd be afraid of saying on a podcast is ridicule. So if anybody shares something on a podcast, and particularly mine, I take it as gold. There's misidentifications and stuff. Sure, we can discuss that, but nobody here should be calling you a liar. I'll tell you that. Speak freely. Yeah, so that is a cool story though. Yeah, fairies is one I didn't think of. I guess fairies would be a spirit as well, or an entity, or however you want to say it, right? Um, Meaning trying to give a message. Yeah, so I think that's all. I think it all can be researched, right? But I think we should have research shows. What do you think? Would you guys like a research show where you virtually partake in it, where you can just click a link and jump in, and you can be on audio. You don't have to have your face on, ladies. You know what I mean? And Sparky, I prefer you to be on audio. Thank you. Yeah, I bet she did scream. Back in history, there were a small country that had what they called dog head people. Other places they were seen. Now, did you guys learn this stuff because of, you say you had an experience with Bigfoot? I mean, aren't you more likely? Doesn't that make sense? You'd be more likely to jump into that type of rabbit hole because you had an incident, right? Right? For me, that's what it was. I didn't, Mary, to speak on what Mary said, I didn't know a lot of these either until I got into the Bigfoot world. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's a lot on here that's quite surprising, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things. But for me, with what we've dealt with in the woods, especially in our research area and my years and years of experience now, because time flies, not because I feel I'm a seasoned researcher or anything, but I'm a novice every day I go in the woods. I really am, because I don't know what I'm going to learn next. Yeah, for me, to learn all about these things, it's gotten more and more, What would a true mutating werewolf be considered? Oh, I don't know. A mutating werewolf. Like the ones, like before they turn to a werewolf? Oh, you're saying, I see what you're saying. So would they be considered an entity or a cryptid? Is that what you're saying? I think a werewolf is a cryptid. I mean, if it's a living, walking being, whether it's what was I gonna say? Whether it's mutating or not, the process of mutation, I would imagine isn't its, well, I know it isn't its either other form. So it would be the in between form. So it'd be the transition. So yeah, I think it's a cryptid all the time. Versus werewolf is the same thing or not? Are you saying it's the same thing? I ran to both, and yes, that's what got me started researching everything. Yeah, yeah. But how would you guys feel, seriously, about having a research show, like a show about researching, or just a guest, like a once in a while type of segment about researching, and go over these together? I saw fairies at Fort Duffield in Kentucky after a Bigfoot activity. Well, there you go. That's a great point, Andy. Does that stir it up? Or what came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't know about shadow people until you had the show. We talked about the shadow person I had in my house. I didn't know the name of it. No, that's awesome. So I think once in a while we're gonna maybe every other month, on a Saturday show, we're gonna I think we're gonna have a research show. It's kind of like topics, what people are calling a werewolf is Dogman. I got you. I see that. So you think back in the reports, 16th, 17th century, whatever, just for example, in England or whatever, they had those reports of the werewolf or whatever. And So you think that's a dog man? So he's big and like what's that other damn big dog that's supposed to be extinct? Oh shit. Anyways, you think that's a dog man? I could see that. Unless someone actually saw it mutate, and there's no record of that. That's realistic, right? Huh. See, a lot of interesting stuff. You got to admit, this gets the researcher blood flowing talking about this stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, you got to say that. It definitely does. It's pretty cool. So yeah, let's check this out real quick, and then I'm gonna get going. All right, you guys kept me here longer. Oh, Dyer, yeah, that's it. Thank you. I knew, of course, Curious comes up with it. Curious, you might have to be a guest on the show with all the cryptids you follow and write about. I don't know if you guys have seen Curious Cryptids page. I think it's a page. You don't have a channel. Do you have a channel? Yeah, you have a channel and a page, I think. I've read them. I've been all through them. Such interesting stuff. And based on, I'm not going to say factual stuff, but stuff that can be researched, right? Researchable information about different cryptids. Yeah, the dire wolf, Lisa. Yep. Yeah, so 100%. Go over and check out Curious Cryptids, and obviously do what we do here: like, subscribe, notify, support each other. Sparky, Sam's Pretty Paranormal. Anybody here that wants to be. Oh, I thought you had a channel. It says. Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm sorry. You're just on YouTube to observe, but you have a Facebook page. Not like a professional page, correct? Anyway, it has a lot of stuff on it, man. I love your stuff. Just keep it up. It's good stuff. And I think we should talk about some of those cryptids and have you come on. That'd be cool. Want to know something crazy? There are some reports that the beast of Guavedon, I can't even pronounce it, or even barely read it really with my eyes, was just a farmer's aggressive Mastiff dog that got loose and started attacking people. I don't believe that, though. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I remember the incident. It is all research, right? And that's what I look at it as, right? Things that could be further researched, And I'm not, when I say that, please, no disrespect. It's something, you know how this works. I got to look at it on my own and research it on my own and put myself at a level somewhere on my own. You know what I mean? Yeah, there you go. Oh, hang on. I got to knock down this share page. Yeah, right there. That's Facebook. Yeah, that page alone, we could do a show on with all the different types of cryptids and historical type things and just awesome stuff. And if you look at her credentials, it's just, forget it. Amazing. I'm just honored that you're here. And it's funny because I think I replied to it finally. So YouTube has this really crafty way of hiding comments. Even when you go into community and look under comments, all the comments aren't there. I thought they were there, so I don't go back because I answered the comments. I like to reply to comments, right? And then I go back somewhere else. I'm like, wait, I just was in community. How come that comment wasn't there? So they have a crafty way of hiding certain things. And Cryptid's been around, Curious Cryptid's been around a lot longer than I originally gave credit for. And thank you for that. Quietly observing us and now part of the, becoming part of the Banter family. Let's be honest. You're on the lives, you're here, you're participating, you're adding to the show and to your fellow researchers. You're giving them something to think about. I mean, come on. You know what I mean? So, I think it's awesome. Michelle Wilfong, how are you today? I almost said hi to you earlier. I saw your name pop up on a podcast. I happened to be scrolling by, but it was a very busy podcast. So if I typed up and it was gone, so I didn't even bother. Support everywhere. You're right, Elder. Everybody, everywhere. That is the goal in humanity that we have seemed to have forgotten or have been fooled to think we are enemies amongst each other. Fooled. But we were meant to communicate, converse, educate, research one another, do all those things. When I had a problem, it was meant that I didn't pick up my phone and stare at the screen. It was meant for me to have a conversation with a fellow human, to let the problem out of my soul, let them take some of it on, and perhaps give me words of wisdom to help me through it. That's what God intended. That's quite frankly how I got sober. It was, the Dr. Bob and Bill and, human interaction saved my life 100%. So, the more I learn, the more it empowers. Yeah. Oh, 100%. Right. So, yeah. So that's, listening helps you learn. Yeah. Oh, you got stars. Oh, Sparky. Who's got stars? Who's giving out stars? We got stars? I can't see stars here. I love stars. Are they letting you give me stars on Facebook? Because it says in review, but it's been saying, yeah, I don't know. It's confusing, but it isn't. It's not. Oh, support. Yes, thank you everywhere, and believe in the Creator, and you will hear or see or heal. Yep. 100%. Forest friends in the house. What's up? All right, everybody. I'm gonna go head out to the 99 and watch the football game and eat. Nice kid. You're a 99 crawler. Nice kid. Enjoy those steak tips. Get those honey bourbon ones. I don't know if they still have them anymore, but they were good ribs. What games we have on tonight? I'm going to look that up too. Mama Bear Claw, thank you so much. Always. And like we said, everybody should be supporting each other. There's no reason for you not to. That's right. It's Houston against Buffalo, right? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we're taking that game all day. So I think we'll do a show. Let me get my mind going on this of, researching cryptids, different cryptids, putting them in a scale and discussing it. Because discussion is research. Having this topic, having this conversation helps us become better researchers. It stimulates the brain as a human. It opens up your mind intellectually. And then you converse and you actually learn from conversing, like I said, right? Yep, I saw it. Yep. Tyler, thank you for participating tonight. Not just, I love it. I love when you guys are interactive. I've said this from the start of my podcast, you guys. I say it in my lives. This is an interactive program where you guys are part of it and the biggest part of it, where you communicate, where you give your ideas, where there's no ridicule. It's a safe space from all that shit. And you could come here and be a researcher. You can bring your ideas here. You can drop a suggestion in the, if we have a guest on, obviously I'm not going to interrupt, cut them off or take their time up until we're done talking. But, out of respect, like a good human. But, you put it in there, an idea or a conversation or a topic, and boom, you know what I mean? That's what you do. And that's what helps us. Thank you, Aldo. You're amazing. Awesome. Mama like playing that as the star game. I love it. Yeah, so there's stars over on Facebook. If you have Facebook, go to the Banter with Richie B page. It's just Banter Richie B. You'll see the Jackson logo, and you'll know it's me. Go over there and follow me. We just got like 40 new people following us just yesterday alone. It was a pretty cool day. I always love that stuff. And I try to interact over there, but it depends on what I'm having because sometimes Facebook is kind of like flat. Nothing's viewing, nothing's it. And I'm like, when is this happening? And then all of a sudden, boom, it's not always about what you put up to discuss as far as like a post goes. Florida has their own, Facebook has their own weird algorithm. So, so go check me out over there. Make sure you're following me on that Banter Richie B page. You can message me there. That's the best place to get a hold of me. If you're on that page, go over and follow me. And then if you have a question, you want to be a guest on the show, you had an event happen where you saw something, heard something, live somewhere where it's continuous like I did, any cryptid, anything at all. I'll even discuss paranormal. I can't guarantee I'd present it on my show. I'm just very touchy about the paranormal. That's all. So not touchy like mean touchy like careful. You know what I mean? So go over there. Please go over there and follow me. Thank you, Elder. And also you can donate stars on Facebook to us and support our cause, our research, and our internet bill that they just messaged me about again today. But anyways, that's coming now. I can pay that. So that's nice. Thank you. And I appreciate you, Elder. Thank you so much. It means a lot, you know? And again, I'm not comfortable talking about taking money. Other people are fine with it. I know somebody, they do a podcast and they put up their Cash Apps and Venmos. And I got this thing coming to the show you're going to see soon. And it says, buy me a coffee. I don't know if you heard of that before. So it's a more subtle way of doing it and more comfortable way for me to do it because I'm not a great big fan of it. It's just the way it is. You know what I mean? Look at Sparky over here. He's like a commentator. Oh, that's right, Jim. We got Mama Bear Claw over on the buttons over on Facebook. She's got herself 700 stars. She's in there right now for another 100. Will she click the button back to you, Richie B? Right? So I'm going to get going. I'm going to go spend some family time. I got some video game time coming up. I got some sports coming on. Things like that. So I love you guys. I appreciate this. It was a great hangout. Saturday night, huge announcement about the show. I'm praying you're going to love it. I just know you're going to. I don't know. I just be here, please. Even if it's for 10 minutes. I'll make sure I do it in the beginning when everybody's here, and then you can leave after. I just want you to know about this. It is so cool. It's so awesome. And it just feels so right to me. So I want you to be here for that announcement. And then we're going to break down that video. And I'm going to tell you the story from the beginning, piece by piece. I have pictures of the certain timeline of the incidents. And we're going to go through each and every one of them right up until the final one that basically blew us all away last night. So thank you for researching with me, guys. This is your show. Yep, bedtime in the UK. You're right. This is your show, interactive. Come out with us on our lives. Be part of those shows virtually and interactive. And get ready because I'm going to be asking a lot of you guys to pop out of the audience, hit a link, and jump in here for 10 minutes and share a story with me. So get ready for that. Put on your makeup. Wear your best cowboy hat, right, Sparky? And make sure you're ready for that because I'm gonna look for willing participants for that. Something I've always pushed. It really happens, but I really want to start having that happen more now that we know each other, right? So share this out, hit the like button, everybody. Go hit the hype. Hit that hype button. I want to see those numbers flying, man. Thank you so much, Elder, for your donations, man. Thank you guys for being here. I do love you all, man. I really do. Wojo already said the boom shit. We're not going to do that now, but I am going to say follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. As you know, hit the notify button or you're going to miss out on some kick-ass live investigations in the woods. And rumor has it, we have one coming up Sunday towards the evening. Watch for the thumbnail for that live event. Could be a new thumbnail. It might have a few hints on it. Let's go. I'm so pumped, man. I love you, baby Jack. I love you, mama. Thank you guys for being here. I want everybody to keep climbing. Be nice to each other. Don't shit on each other, man. Be good fellow researchers, all right? Don't be a gatekeeper and share, all right?